Good evening. This is Let There Be Light. My name's Brian. Such a little light. You know, a little light shines brightly in the dark. Doesn't matter how little it is. Not so much amongst the light does it shine, but amongst the dark it can create quite the impact. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another episode of Let There Be Light. Tonight's episode I would love to run through Matthew 5, 6, and 7. Not necessarily verbatim of the scriptures, but may this be a retelling. May you receive from this. Let your light shine amongst men, so that they see your good works. Truly, I tell you, I did not come to do away with the principles and practices and observance of the Torah, His law. I came to reveal it, to show you fully, as to fulfill it in your mind, not to continue on falling back into unrighteousness, like quite a few with a stiff neck. But to make known to you the way our Father wants us to be. You see, until this world ends and a new one begins, as in, till the heavens and earth pass away, not one yod, or even a little till, shall by no means pass away from the Torah, till all be done and all be renewed. For this is for right ruling and righteous judgment, that the judges are to rule in righteousness from. I spoke next of your conduct, personally. Whosoever then breaks the very least of these commandments written about in our Father's law, His Torah, His book of life to you, and goes on teaching others to do the same, to go whoring, to murder, to commit adultery, to swear falsely to idols, as to be in vain, not even to the heavens, not even to the earth, not even to the city, nor even by your own head. Not to be yes, and not to be no, but turn evil for good, and good for evil, to cast the dark as light, and use the light for darkness. His Torah is your light. For when you are amongst darkness, it is what sets you apart when you believe on my name. And what goes beyond these is from the wicked. Do not resist the wicked. He who persecutes and harms you, even if it's one side of you, offer him the other. He who sues you for just a portion, offer him more. And whosoever asks you for a mile, go with him too. Just as the harlot is repaid double for her portion in judgment, so are you paid for your good works and your righteous practices throughout my knowing you. Give freely to those who ask and borrow. Do not turn away, for truly I ask of you to ask yourselves, how far away from the same position are you if you lost much unexpectedly? For unforeseen circumstances befall us all, my brethren. I say to you, love your enemies, for their unrighteousness will make your righteousness shine that much brighter. But by no means as to be prideful over them, no. Only do good to those hating you, and pray for those who persecute you. If you do these things, you will become sons of your Father in the heavens. For if you only love those who love you back, what reward is there for you? Strive to be perfect. Be a light. Be his Torah. And go, sin no more. For sin is transgression of the Torah, Yahweh's law, the commands. Lest I say to you, I never knew you, you worker of lawlessness. Forget praise amongst men for your good works. For your works are for your Father to see, and for him to reward you openly. But when you do a kind deed, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. For we are all one body For when you give according to the love in your heart, your light shines in the darkness more glorious than any gift out of obligation or covetousness or pride. In fact, these have no light. There is no reward for them. And for such, you serve your Father in vain. Yahshua. When you pray, don't babble on. Just go to your secret place. Humble yourself. Let your Father see you. Openly forgive. For he who forgives is forgiven. When you fast, fast in secret. Whether it's treasure here on earth or treasures in heaven, where your treasures are, there is also your heart. Ask of yourselves, if thy eye is evil and darkness lies within, how great is that darkness? Worry not. Father knows. Father heals. Don't judge. I am judge. I am the truth, the way, the gate. For with what judgment you cast, you shall be judged and repaid in the same measure that you cast it. Yes, I bring you salvation. I am your salvation, but by no means do I let the bad fruits go unnoticed, unpunished, and unjudged. I am Alpha and Omega. Whatever you wish men to do to you, you do the same to them. For this is the Torah and the prophets. And lastly, beware of falsehoods. The prophets, there's many of them. The brethren, you are far great in number, and the wolves leading astray, for their packs are wild and untamed. By their works and their fruits, you shall pick them out from amongst your midst. Call them out. Test them in righteousness. Judge their fruit, not in hypocrisy, no, never, but in meekness and kodesh. And I will come with fire and consume the rotted root. For righteousness cannot and will not reside in rotten fruits. And by their fruits you shall know. Selah. Everyone who hears these words and chooses not to do them, choosing not to follow in the way, is a fool and will fall. You will fall. How great is that fall? This is Let There Be Light. My name's Brian. May Yahawah bless you. In the name of our Yashuoh, the Meshiach.